old. Nelly, y'all, he's 18. Hood, how old are you? Dang it, she's 14. Knowing this, he behaved wildly inappropriately towards her, saying sexual things which she expressed she was uncomfortable with. Dang it, suck my dick. Nelly.
Dang it, suck my dick. Nelly, bye. I'm out. Fucking hell, dude.
Bye. Blocking.
Alright, so this is a big boy video. Ali, I know nothing about this. You recommended watching this. I'm assuming it's just a lot of really sus content in Roblox. Am I correct? The thumbnail was literally Roblox pedos, so...
Like seemingly every other thing meant exclusively for children, Roblox is filled to the brim with creepy adults preying on kids. Not only is this not a secret, it's hardly surprising at this point. However, there is something...
I actually didn't know about this. I guess I'm late to the party. Has this been a thing for a while? Like, there's just a lot of really disgusting old people on Roblox?
Something about this unfortunate situation which is unique to Roblox. The predators in it aren't your average consumer-grade pedos who pretend to be minors online to lure in unsuspecting victims. Well, don't get me wrong, those exist, but many of them have taken their degeneracy to a new level, becoming professional perverts. By creating games within Roblox that get popular, they have a steady supply of kids that they can then funnel into Discord servers to be groomed. Additionally,
I thought that was making, like, a butt. I thought that was, like, someone with their butt up. Yeah, like, these are the legs, this is the arm, and yeah, they've even, like, highlighted where the butthole is.
They have a steady supply of kids that they can then funnel into Discord servers to be groomed. Additionally, they can employ minors as their game staff and actually profit off of child labor, some of them making significant amounts of money in the process. They can use their profits to victimize even more children by showering them with Robux. And of course, all this wouldn't be possible without Roblox's stellar moderation team, which is too big.
Alright. We got a good one, chat.
Rate My Avatar was a game created on April 21st, 2021. It was pretty bare bones, consisting of little more than booths that players could rent out and stand in, while other players walked up to the booth to have their avatar rated. In essence, it was the Roblox version of a beauty pageant, or at least that's what it was supposed to be.
This is already a bad idea. This is we're 1 minute 35 seconds in, and this is already getting to cringe territory.
In practice, people can put whatever text they want above their booths. As you can probably guess, this tends to get a little edgy pretty fast. You can also add display decals, which, despite having in-game limitations as to what can be shown, can be bypassed, making almost any image you want displayable.
I would tell you how I would kill you. I would chop you into... You little kid, thank you so much. Mwah. I would chop you into little pieces and then bury them slowly over the course of 6 months. That is a terrible way to bury a body. That shit gone stink. God damn, thank you for the follow. And guys, do you like my tie? What do you think of my tie today? Pretty, right?
Exploits, it's even possible to show videos, which significantly adds to the potential for chaos. Because of this, Rate My Avatar is known for its rather edgy, cancerous, and sometimes extremely inappropriate material that definitely shouldn't be in a kid's game. On the tamer side, there is booths for people to rate how gay...
Yes. What the fuck, man? It doesn't match? Damn it. I thought I looked pretty. This is ridiculous.
Gay you are. Where I have a sneaking suspicion everyone is given a 10 out of 10. Some booths are just called, I have 1,000 kids in my basement, so I am giving away. Or, I'm pooping right now. Classy stuff. But obviously, that's just the tip. Disturbing content ranges from Nazi imagery, which is commonplace in edgy circles, but in a kid's game it just doesn't belong, to sexual rating games, to outright
a penis rating. What is wrong with the kids? Dude, the kids are fucked up. He's got a waifu shirt and he's showing peen. What? My, like, 5-year-old cousin plays this, I'm pretty sure. This rating? What?
Pornography. People have complained about the lack of oversight on this
Oh my
game for
God.
a long time, and to no avail. There's just so much toxicity in this game, homophobic, racist, Nazi booths, and many more. The players just missed the concept of the game. It was to rate people's avatar, not say you like Hitler or anything like that for fuck's sake.
Guys, you're not playing the game right. We're not homophobic. We're not racist. We're not rating penises. It's just meant to be fun. Guys. Holy shit, Roblox is like the Wild West.
I feel like the devs should delete the game now, because it's getting out of hand really fast. People are posting some real mad shit. I've seen players put up booths with fucking uncensored porn images. Like, think about the innocent kids playing the game when they see that madness. I've legit seen uncensored hentai on the game before. It truly has no limits. My personal opinion is that the more edgy content is going to be there no matter what, but as far as pornography, there's just no need for it in a kid's game. To add insult to injury, Rate My Avatar is actually open to all ages. Not
Spooky penis.
that it would be much better, but they could have at least restricted the game to ages 13 and up, or at the very least 9 and up.
13 and up? That was full on porn. What? Bro, this needs an 18 plus rating. Any good thing about a penis as well? No. No. They're kind of a nuisance, really.
Apparently, waiting for a child to be 9 is too much for these developers, who just need to expose them to a cesspool of degeneracy as soon as they can.
Yeah, just
now,
grow up.
When Rate My Avatar came out, it was small and obscure, so it had no impact on Roblox as a whole, and little potential to be a problem. However, within a few months of its release, it picked up steam and garnered a more substantial player base. At this point, it has over 130 million visits, with 1,000 active players on average. But such levels of traffic are still insufficient to sway the devs and moderators to clean it up. Why is that? And what kind of person would think a game like this would be a good idea in the first place? Well, we're about to find out. Meet Dangit, the owner of Rate My Avatar. At least that's what he goes by on Discord. On
Death Note
Roblox,
music?
his main account is under the name Yvier. However, this account isn't the only one that owns the game. The game is owned by a group with over 1 million members called Names Are Not Important. This group is in turn owned by a user called Names Are Important, an alt account of Dangit's. This way, if his main account were ever banned on Roblox, it wouldn't affect the game. It's important of all, continue to profit off of it. The fact that he was already preparing failsafes in case his main account was banned perhaps indicates some expectation that he would be. As is often the case with Roblox developers, Dangit had a Discord server for his moderators and staff to coordinate work on the game. However, it seems that a good portion of these staff members were minors. If you're unfamiliar with how game development works on Roblox, this may be surprising to you. But if you're
Yeah, you just hire a child and then profit. Easy.
privy to the game whatsoever, you'll know that the Roblox economy basically runs on child labor. The users that help with moderating and working on games are often as young as the people playing them. This means that, if you're someone with any amount of game dev knowledge, all you need to do is create a mildly successful game on Roblox, and you'll have a legion of children lining up to come work for you. The kids truly yearn for the mines. These kids' naivete about how a job should work,
I think it's time I got myself a few editors. Does anyone have a Roblox account? You spelled Revenant wrong in the title. Was this a test? No, I typed it really quickly. Apparently, I got really tired and found cars on Forza Horizon with hot anime chicks on them last night. In a voice chat, I kept yelling boobs. I mean, that sounds like a good night to me. I had one. What, boobs? You gonna share with the stream?
paired with their overzealous excitement at the prospect of contributing to a game, makes them easy targets to take advantage of. This can be financially, with children being underpaid and overworked, or much, much darker. Predators can use their sway or dangle money in front of minors in the form of Robux to sexually exploit them. Mainstream news outlets tend to not be tech-savvy or in the know, but even they have picked up on how unethical Roblox's business model is, and how dangerous it can be for children, who are deceptively sold the prospect of making millions of dollars on the platform when only a small minority of games become truly profitable. They're much more likely to be exploited than to ever win the Roblox Game Developer Lottery. All of this background is to give context for what exactly was going on in Dangit's Discord server, which was only exposed in January of this year, almost 2 full years after the game initially went live. On January 24th, 2023, a set of staff members and moderators from the Discord server released a video alleging that Dangit was a pedophile and used his position to groom an underage girl. The main focus of these allegations were Dangit's interactions with a girl named Nelly back in 2021, who was a moderator and admin that also contributed to art for the game. Nelly was 14 at the time, while Dangit was supposedly 18. And I say supposedly because no one has any personally identifiable information about Dangit, such as his real name or appearance, and he could be lying about his age. Therefore, he could be younger, or he could be far older. We just don't know.
We do. We do. He's definitely older, right? We're all in agreement. This is a 40 to 50-year-old man, most likely.
Screenshots show that Dangit knew Nelly was only 14 years old. Nelly, y'all, he's 18. Hood, how old are you? Dangit, she's 14. Knowing this, he behaved wildly and inappropriately towards her, saying sexual things which she expressed she was uncomfortable with. Dangit, suck my dick. Nelly,
Dang it! Suck my dick. Nelly, bye. I'm out. Fucking hell, dude.
Bye. Blocking. Uncomfy now. Dang it. Suck my fucking dick.
This is so bad. This is terrible. Oh, but Jesus Christ. The double down pedo approach.
He also made other similar jokes to her. Dang it. I'll predate you. Nelly. What? Dang it. I'll tie you up and bring you to my parents' basement, which is currently under construction, and I will only feed you once a day. In the same vein,
why does the renovation matter? That seems like a weird layer to add to that. I see this was a good video recommendation. Ali, this is gold. It's not good, by the way. This is terrible. And I hope through the course of this video we find out that Dang It got fucked over and he's somewhere where he should be, and that is prison. But goddamn.
He also tried to get her to join condo games, which, if you're unaware, are games on Roblox that allow for sexual.
Everdeen, did you say that you let your brother play this? Was that Unicorn? Who said that their brother plays this? I probably wouldn't let them play this.
Activity. People pull this off using bypass decals to get naked models of their characters and animations to, yeah. There are no limits to the creativity of a tech-savvy degenerate.
Oh, I feel bad. This video is going to last a while. I'm so sorry, chat.
Yeah.
A naked man wearing just a dog collar and a lead is led across the floor by a woman in a bondage outfit. 2 strippers dance next to a bar. A group gathered around a couple openly having sex, watching and occasionally commenting. One man is wearing a Nazi uniform. What the fuck is this game, dude? All taking place in a children's gaming platform.
There are no limits to the creativity of a tech-savvy degenerate. They'll figure out the inner workings of just about anything in order to insert sex or their fetishes into it. Roblox is in a continual uphill battle to keep condo games off the site, but new lobbies are constantly being created. Just the fact that Dang It is playing condo games himself raises red flags, because why play a sex game on a children's platform of all places, unless you're aiming for the people in it to be kids? In any case, I think you can guess what his intention was for what they'd be doing in-game. Dang it. I invited Nelly to join cons. I knew secretly deep down she wanted to come. Nelly, y'all, dang it was trying to get me to play a not safe for work game, but I said no because I'm a mature little girl. He also gave her hundreds of dollars worth of Robux and apparently sent thousands.
He tipped her in Roblox dollars. What the fuck?
Thousands to another girl. Nelly, he gave me like, I don't know, 90k? No,
Holy
160k.
shit.
He gave Zara like $1 million. In light of spending all this money on her, dang it called himself her trust.
$1 million Roblox dollars? Hold on. He gave her $3,500, chat. Fuck. What the fuck?
Trust fund daddy. Other than Nelly and Zara, he gave money to another 14-year-old girl who was working as a moderator. This girl also suffered from schizophrenia and anorexia. In total, he gifted over 1.5 million Robux to her accounts in the form of limited items, with the possibility of more money being given in other forms.
Oh, dude, this guy's
now,
minted.
was he just a nice guy to help all these young girls? A charitable benefactor, if you will?
I don't think
without
so.
expecting anything in return? Or did he have more nefarious intentions in mind? I'll let you be the judge of that. The allegations further stipulated that he was obsessive, manipulative, and toxic, trying to control Nelly's relationships and threatening cutting and suicide if she didn't do what he wanted. Why won't you tell him off, though? He can't just do this to you. I feel bad. He always finds a way to manipulate me, and it always works. Nelly, would you kill yourself if I hated you? Dang it. Yeah, I would. Dang it. I'm cutting. Nelly, don't. What the fuck? Dang it. Too late. Nelly, get a towel right now.
I mean, he knows I feel bad really, really easily, and he'd always, like, you know, manipulate me, like, say, like, oh, if you don't do this, well, I'm gonna leave you, or if you, like, if you don't reply quick enough, then, well, of course he's gonna get upset, and he knew that I feel bad really, really easily. He knows that. I didn't know that I was being manipulated. I didn't know I was being taken for, like, advantage. I thought stuff like that would be okay. I thought all the stuff he was doing, like, saying that he's going to kill himself and stuff, I thought it was okay, but like these past few months I've been like realizing like it's not, like it's really messed up.
Yeah, I mean, Marlon, she's like 13. She's not gonna know this shit. Like, she's really not. And when someone says like, oh, I'm cutting myself unless you give me attention, they're gonna believe it. It's fucking, it's mental. Marlon, you're just jumping in, but we're watching a documentary on the Roblox stuff, and it's fucking weird, dude. It's just fucking weird. Dude was given millions of Roblox dollars to minors to get them to do weird shit.
When all this behavior came to light as of more recently, and people...
Yeah, your niece plays this shit, you need to stop that right now. Like, oh my god. Look at this. Just a screenshot here.
Are games on Roblox that allow for sexual activity. People pull this off using bypass decals to get naked models
Just
of their
gonna let this
and animations to yeah.
This is fucked up, man. I'm gonna ban her. Dude, yeah. Like, just this here was like, what the fuck? This is in the game. It's mad.
You're missing the point. That kind of talk is fine. The problem is it is a 14-year-old you were saying that to. That crosses boundaries of
14,
judgment.
sorry.
Dang it. What do you mean? You're telling me just because we're 3 to 4 years apart that makes it not okay? Why?
That is fucking cap. There's no way.
No, I didn't say that. It's not about the age gap. It's about the ages. You, 18, not a minor, saying stuff like that to a 14-year-old young minor. Dang it. So it is about the age. So if it was 16 and 14, that makes it okay? Why make it sound like you're trying to justify...
Yeah, this is not a good look. Holy shit.
it. You are 18, a legal adult. Dang it. I'm not trying to justify it. Stop assuming. I'm trying to see why you think it's not appropriate. That's what. You're saying telling a minor to suck your dick is totally fine? Dang it. Maybe it's fine.
It tries to justify it. I'm not trying to justify it. Maybe it's fine. Fuck, dude. This guy is just like, he's just got it out there for all to see. He's not even being subtle.
He tried to brush off the claims by saying they lacked context, and that, since Nelly also made dirty jokes, what he did was somehow okay. The allegation is not real, and the screenshots are usually taken out of context.
All he put was suck my dick. How, chat, how do you take that out of context? What other context is there? What the fuck, man? Dude, we're not even halfway through.
It was a joke. It was the type of jokes she would make. An attempt at a more formal response to the allegations was made, not by Dang It himself, but by one of the mods who had received money from him, named Zara. Hello everyone, just making a statement in regards to the recent rumors going around about the owner of Names Are Not Important, known as Dang It. The rumors are accusing him of being a pedophile. By now, you have all probably seen these screenshots that are the supposed evidence that have been spreading around. I'd like to first start off by making it clear that these rumors are completely false. However, even after reading this, it is up to you to form your own opinion. But please be unbiased and find the truth for yourself.
This was the mod, right? My opinion is jail. You really need to watch the anime one after this. Maybe not today, because we're playing Bramble after this, but please be unbiased as the mod getting paid by the accused. What? I've never seen a statement like this where it's like these rumors are false, but you should go out and find the truth yourself. What? Like either you say it's true or false. You can't take both sides. And like what? This makes no sense.
Zara went on to claim that Nelly was demoted from admin status for abusing her powers, and this whole drama was just to get back at Dang It by painting him as a pedo. Zara attempted to recontextualize a few screenshots to explain why they were innocuous, but most of the evidence remained unrefuted, such as him paying the girls disproportionately, exhibiting manipulative behavior, and sending sexually explicit messages. While this controversy was going on, Rate My Avatar was put under review by Roblox, though it's doubtful this had anything to do with allegations of misconduct, and was more likely due to the objectionable content within the game. It was swiftly reinstated after that, so nothing of consequence has come out of this situation yet. Dang It, who would be 20 years old by now, could feasibly let the drama die down and continue on his merry way, getting 9th graders to run his game for him while he spends his earnings on blocky e-6 and condo game.
I completely forgot that they were doing child labor as well. Like that went to the back of my mind. I was so focused on like this pedophile scandal stuff. I forgot the whole time they were hiring kids to like moderate. Oh, what the fuck?
The account Dr. Rofatnik was created on Roblox on July 20th, 2012. It belongs to a game developer who went by the alias Jaden Shedletsky, a reference to John James Shedletsky III, one of Roblox's founders. Over the course of several years, Jaden would climb his way to the top of Roblox as a game developer, becoming one of the highest earners on the platform. He accomplished this by creating the game Sonic Simulator, owned by the group Sonic Eclipse Online. It was a cool Sonic spin-off which featured impressive gameplay for Roblox standards, with actual voice acting. He started work on the project around 2017 and launched it in 2018. It was monetized through a paywall, players could buy access for $5, and would receive a Sonic costume for their avatar in exchange. By 2021, the game had garnered over 90 million visits and attracted an active player base. And of course, the game's popularity meant significant profits for Jaden. Everything seemed peachy on the surface. It was an innocent game to be enjoyed by young Sonic fans. But behind the scenes...
Oh no. Oh no, chat.
Off-site, something monstrous was taking place. The first signs of trouble in the public eye appeared in September 2020. A young girl, going by the alias of Sarah, came forward saying that Dr. Ofatnik had groomed her over Discord all the way back in 2017. At the time, she was just 12, while Jaden was a staggering 24 years old, literally twice her age. In an interview with The Guardian later down the line in 2022, Sarah would describe her experience with Jaden. Sarah started playing Roblox when she was 6, drawn to the range of games on offer and to the community of children with similar interests. She became involved in Sonic Eclipse Online when she was 12 and joined the game's Discord. It was, she says, an absolute cesspool of toxicity. Jaden started a private chat with Sarah soon after she joined the server. He began sending her private updates on the progress of the game, which she says made her feel special. Like,
this is a 12-year-old. What the fuck? This Discord should be 18 plus. This is mad. When I was 12, I was falling out of trees, dude. I was playing Pokemon with my friends. Sarah's got a full-time job. God damn. Counting dinosaurs outside the window. What the fuck, man? Sarah had a mortgage. She had bills to pay, man. Life has been hard these 12 years. Again, I don't want to make fun of it. Like, the actual thing that happened is terrible. But it's just mind-boggling that this is all going in Roblox. This is happening in Roblox. Sarah's got to make that child labor bag, apparently.
She was party to insider information. He interspersed these messages with innuendo and sexual jokes. I liked the attention and very early on started developing feelings for him, she told me. I was a child who just wanted love and attention I couldn't get elsewhere. Jaden soon changed his tone. In messages seen by The Observer, he made repeated jokes about raping Sarah and
Jesus Christ. Like, I don't... Hey, do you like Sonic? Do you want to work on this Roblox Sonic game that I'm making? Cool. And then it goes to this. Like...
sent her sexually explicit images. Other members of the team were aware of the charged dynamic, jokingly referring to her as Jaden's underage sex doll in the main chat room. If ever she challenged his messages, he told her it was all said in jest and not to take herself so seriously. Jaden gave...
You're my underage sex doll, JK. It was just for the lol. Like... Man, this went from funny to really,
Sarah free Robux
really dark.
To spend on Roblox. He used the facts that I cared about him a lot to his advantage, she said. He was very manipulative right up until the day I left. In a video by People Make Games that covered this incident, Sarah testified to Jaden's reprehensible behavior.
He was the one who started taking the inappropriate jokes into DMs first. He kept encouraging it, saying that it was okay to make these jokes. It's not illegal, it's not breaking any laws, even though it was literally sexting.
Oh my god.
It got to ERP level at one point.
As for what the exact content of all of these Discord messages were, it was disgusting. You're 12, I expect you to be a little slow on the upbringing, but soon I'll corrupt you beyond your wildest dreams. I love that I excite you so much, it just makes it worth the wait. Sarah, kill me, LMFAO. Jaden, why kill you if I can violate you instead?
Unicorn, have you got what the fuck, like, copy and pasted? Fuck, dude.
Besides, like I said before, you're more fun screaming. Winky face. Jaden, you're so hot it makes it painful to think about waiting a year. Sarah, hey, as long as it's in a basement, we don't have to wait at all. Besides, why would I tell anyone? Why would I throw away such a perfect opportunity?
She did spell opportunity right. That should be a red flag straight away. He's sex like a virgin. Like, yeah, this is cringe shit. I left for 50 minutes to deal with a scammer in my DMs and I come back to this. It's just getting worse, Unicorn. Don't step away again, because it's gonna be fucked up when you come back. Holy shit.
Jaden, true, but I'd like to take you somewhere nice. Sarah, your basement is still pretty nice. Jaden, humble girl, I think I'm starting to like you a bit too much, LMFAO. You are one of the few to fuel my lust. Sarah, end me please. Jaden, no, I'll rip you in...
The fuck, dude? This went from wholesome Sonic to this.
Instead, I'll just drive down there to your home, just jump out of the window and I'll take you somewhere nice. Sarah, what place? Jaden, it's your choice, either my home or some motel or I don't know. You're the reason why I'm gonna end up behind bars. Sarah, you won't end up in...
I fucking hope so, dude. I hope he fucking... he just told, like... What is it when you tell the future, like a prediction? I hope that was a prediction. What the hell did I just join in on? Yankee. Roblox. You sent me a message in Discord? Ooh. Lock him up. Yeah, dude, this is fucked up, man. Yeah, Yankee, if you don't want really disgusting, like, documentary information in your brain about Roblox, you might want to walk away. Follow first, though. Yeah, I read.
bars if nobody finds out. Jaden, hopefully so. Sarah, just keep me at your house. Nobody will find me there. Jaden, oh yeah, you'll love the basement. Sarah wasn't the only underage girl who suffered from grooming and sexual advances at Jaden's hands, however. There was a 14-year-old staff member who just wanted to work on the game, and
these are just the ones we know of, right? Like, these are just the ones that have come to light. It's dark, dude.
Jaden only ever sexually harassed her in response, calling her his play toy, saying she could be his personal under-the-desk motivator, and threatening to tie her up in his basement. He tried pressuring another girl, 15 years old, to send him pictures of herself, and kept pushing even as she continuously refused his advances. In that same article, it's revealed that Jaden was also overworking his underage staff. This is basically par for the course.
Again, I completely forgot about the fucking underage labor. Jesus Christ, you found cheese? That is the highlight so far. That's the best news I've seen. God damn.
Considering he was already doing so much worse. Reagan Green from Ontario, Canada, joined Roblox when he was 6. Like many 12-year-olds, Green loved the character of Sonic, so when the game's creator, known on the platform by the handle Dr. Rofatnik, and who also uses the name Jaden Shedletsky on Discord, offered him the chance of a lifetime to work on the game as its programmer, Green eagerly signed up.
Did he say 6? This kid was 6. Offered him a job. Know who else like Sonic? Chris Chan, the signs are there. Is it the IP? I like Sonic. Sonic was pretty cool when I grew up.
Jaden, who indicated in his messages that he was 24 at the time,
worked at 12. Okay, I'm glad there was some restraint.
He was encouraged to work long hours to improve the game or be replaced. It began to have a negative effect on my mental health. I was constantly trying to find ways to improve the project, but Jaden always...
This 12-year-old was experiencing crunch. Like, what the fuck? 12-year-old kid, not a fucking Rockstar employee.
Always wanted more out of me, and I became incredibly burned out. Green worked on Sonic Eclipse Online constantly between the ages of 12 and 14. The pressure caused me to break, he said. Shortly after these screenshots were leaked, Jaden posted a response video to the girls on his YouTube channel, The Jetterman Roblox. He refers to the girls as Red, Blue, and Yellow, which are the names they had gone by in the documents to remain anonymous. Red being the girl we referred to as Sarah. The first oddity in the response was that he had pitched his voice down slightly. Why he did this was anyone's guess. Maybe he thought it commanded more authority, or maybe he did it to obscure his identity.
Yeah, wouldn't he pitch it up? Why did he pitch it down? That's weird. I mean, it's all fucked up. That's probably not the takeaway I should have. Up doesn't sound manly. I guess. It's just weird.
A good omen for him being a very trustworthy character, of course. In the video, he affirms that these screenshots are real, but that they were just jokes. A bit of dark humor, if you will. It's the typical 200 IQ defensive online predators nationwide, which anyone north of 60 IQ can see through immediately.
So let me start by apologizing for the things I've said. I know I shouldn't have said those things regardless of the context, and I personally apologize to red, blue, and most especially yellow. This shouldn't have been a joke in the first place, and I really apologize. For as distasteful as the comments I made are, they weren't genuine, nor were they filled with intent. I wholeheartedly...
What the hold on. I'm gonna regret this,
the
but...
comments I made are...
Baby, show me what you look like, please. No. But why? I can be trusted, mummy. Oh my god. This is because I want to see you. See what you look like. I don't want to hurt you. I just want to see how good mum. Oh my god.
They weren't genuine, nor were they filled with intent. I wholeheartedly am not interested in the things I said. Even the document itself recognizes that this isn't evidence of me being a pedophile. My sense of humor has always been very harsh, dark humor, if you will. And while it doesn't excuse my behavior, it does reveal that I had no intention on moving on any of the things I said. It was pretty common knowledge that these jokes were being made in my community. Maybe not to the extent it actually occurred, but definitely known. So far as to the point where I was known as the old man with kids in his basement.
What's this big expose about? Everyone already knows I'm the old man with kids in his basement. I don't think that's the clever retort he probably thought it was.
It's probably not the takeaway he wanted, but also it probably is. This guy's fucked up. That's not a flex. That's not dark. That's illegal. Yeah.
After this spiel of piss-poor apologetics for threatening to rape children, he proceeds to play testimonies from other minors. Minors who are on his payroll, mind you, who quote-unquote experienced the same thing as Red and Blue, presumably sexual harassment, but were mature enough to perceive that it was just a bit of edgy comedy, and knew that Jaden was only being a pedophile, ironically, as a joke.
Hello.
I know it's not the takeaway here, and I'm getting distracted. We're only halfway through the video, but the reload animation looked pretty dope, actually. I'm trying to find things to distract me, and the way the eagle, like,
were mature
reloaded.
enough to perceive that it was just a bit of edgy comedy, and knew that Jaden was only being a
Like, Roblox actually looks kind of fun. Again, probably not the takeaway I should have from this video. Actually, forget I said anything. Whatever.
Ironically, as a joke.
Hello, I'm DataXL, and I'm currently working for SEO as a 3D modeler. I want to start off by saying I've known Jaden for 5 years, and all the years I've known him for, he was very careful with what he said because he knows not to step over the fine line of joking around.
You've known him for 5 years. What, did you meet at your birth? What the fuck?
Certain people want to see Jaden fall, and he won't fall to false accusations with no evidence.
Hey there, my name is Charlie. I'm currently 17 and I work at SEO as a graphics lead. After seeing this,
Graphics
I want to make
lead?
my point fucking clear. What Jaden has said and done, he has no fucking excuse for, and I'm truly disgusted after reading this document and all the things he has done. However, I've had these things happen to me in the past, as I've spoken to him in that way when I was younger. I tried forcing explicit content out of him, guilt-tripping him a lot of the time and making him feel bad. However, he never took advantage of my young age at 12. I was 12 at the time. It never happened. He just pushed me away. However, this doesn't give him
Too
the
old.
excuse to talk to these young individuals like that at all, though he is not a pedophile. I'm just saying what he did was extremely wrong, and I agree with you all with that, but he's not a fucking pedophile.
Hello, I am Dead Inside Sonic. I've known Jaden for the past 4 or 5 years. I am a contributor to the Roblox game Sonic Eclipse. Jaden's humor has never been the greatest, and he has no doubt taken some jokes a bit too far, but never to the point of illegal action. He understands the clear dividing line between jokes and serious, harmful action.
Of course these guys are going to come out and say this shit. Obviously pushed by Jaden. Because at the end of the day, they want to make a game in Roblox. They like being part of the Sonic Eclipse team. So of course they're going to fucking lie. They want at like 15, 16, 17, they want to keep their job. Dude.
Against others. Yes, the jokes he had made were very inappropriate and should have never been said to a minor, but the jokes were never more than just jokes and were completely taken out of context.
This is Panic. I've been a part of SEO's community since 2018. It was used as a piece of evidence to forward the claim of Jaden being manipulative. I'd like to make it clear that I was not manipulated in any way. Anything I said and did was all on my own accord. I remember myself making these kinds of jokes as well. It was just a form of shitty humor back then. Though I can't stress enough that nothing was ever more than just a joke.
You know what? That little caption at the top is fucking perfect. These guys are liars. Humans are disgusting. What the fuck, man?
Joke. Jaden clearly knew his boundaries and did not want to indulge in anything illegal for his own safety and the safety of the victims. I really do hope that people see through the bullshit of these messages that were taken out of context. It really isn't okay for Jaden to be labeled as a pedophile like this without any actual evidence.
All of his staff and friends said roughly the same thing, so it's not out of the question that Jaden had prepared a script of some kind for them, or had coached them on what to say. One of the responses was only in text. Hi, I'm Ryofu, an artist. I've known Jaden for about 6 to 7 years, and I consider him a dear friend.
You could say my whole life.
Jaden, and many others, sometimes including myself, have jokes in pretty dark ways that are pretty inexcusable. But the fact that he is being accused of being a pedo is pretty confusing to me, as there is no evidence to back it up. Personally, when I met Jaden and hung around him in the early years, I was very young, and in no way imaginable has he ever tried to take advantage of me or any other children that also happened to be around. Again, another person having contact with Jaden from a very young age, mentioning that other children just happened to be around. Are we supposed to believe that he just accidentally stumbles into large swaths of 12-year-olds? The video only gets worse from here.
He trips out of bed in the morning and ends up in a fucking kindergarten. Ah, shit, that happened again. Like, the only people this would convince would be the other kids, right? Like, no one else is buying this other than the other kids that are probably like, oh, actually, yeah, he's not a bad guy, I guess.
Jaden, as a man in his mid-20s, proceeds to blame.
I feel like Marlon is telling someone not to play Roblox right now. I need you to say, like I said, my cousin plays this game.
His own victims, saying they came onto him first, a claim which, even if true, changes absolutely.
This is not the time for Whopper. Holy shit.
He even calls Sarah an attention seeker, as if she put herself in such a vulnerable position with her reputation and dignity on the line just for a bit of clout.
Which is a classic move. He's deflecting it onto her, making her think she's crazy, or making people think she's crazy. This is like the 80th red flag we've seen so far. He's going for the full hundo.
Now for the situation with Red. I agree. I shouldn't have done what I did, and I definitely don't feel right for doing that to her. However, let me make this clear. I did not start her out on this behavior. I did not groom her into doing it. By the time we were making these jokes, she had already been doing it with several people. So the notion that I brought this onto her is utterly false. Yes, I did indeed say these things very often to Yellow, but the context seems to imply that it was one-sided.
At the end of the day, like, they're kids. They're gonna say stupid shit. You just tell them it's stupid and then move on. Like, the fact that you were actively doing it as well as an adult, that's the problem. Like, this guy he's trying to deflect really hard. He's like a Genji main. It's ridiculous.
While it's true, I shouldn't have said these things to begin with. She didn't hate it and sometimes would initiate it. Again, I'm not justifying my actions. All I'm doing is disputing what the document says. Let's get the elephant out of the room here. First things first. Red, what I said to you earlier about my apology was completely sincere, and I hope you can someday let go of this hatred. However, I will call you out on this because you cannot be claiming to be an angel. Red has no problem admitting that she craves attention. Her behavior before anything else really just kind of screams it.
With how abhorrent of a response this video was, Jaden caused more damage in the process, and his shifting of responsibility onto his victims took its toll on Sarah, as she revealed later on.
I did actually self-harm after the response video came out. I mean, I thought my reputation was destroyed.
Which is what he wanted.
You know?
During all of this, the YouTuber Ruben Sim, who would later make the first video that put together all of the facts of this story, was following the situation and spoke out about Jaden publicly. Luckily, his denouncement of Jaden's behavior caught the eye of Roblox, and in response, they deleted Jaden's accounts. However, he still had alt accounts that pulled in even more revenue for him than that one. Roblox hadn't banned his game or even ceased paying him. The situation was far from over.
They were still paying him. They banned him and was still paying him on like an alternate account. Fuck. These Roblox needs to hire more minors to moderate their fucking payment schemes and their payroll.
Over 1 month after the initial controversy, around October 14th, it looked like Roblox had finally taken decisive action. As stated before, Sonic Simulator was owned by the group Sonic Eclipse Online. The account that owns the group had been deleted. However, this turned out to be useless, because shortly after this, Jaden had handed off ownership of the group to a friend of his. This meant he was still in control of the game, was still profiting off of it, and worst of all, still had access to children through its popularity. He would gloat on Twitter about escaping justice. Thanks for driving more money to my game, man. Geez, you guys are really stupid for giving me all this publicity. If Roblox wasn't going to lift a finger, then maybe it was time to get the authorities involved. Except, Jaden's real identity was unknown. Any attempt at contacting the police would be in vain. That is, any attempt made by the average person. Roblox, on the other hand, knew his real identity the entire time.
They were
paying his bills after all. They must have had something that could be used to identify him. Jaden could have been arrested as soon as the allegations came out in 2020, had Roblox been bothered to do anything about the situation. Or at least he could have been under police investigation. Had that happened in 2020, what happened next could have been avoided. Fast forward to January 2021, and the group switched ownership yet again. Ruben Sim had still been trying to get Roblox to do something.
Yeah, at the end of the day, Roblox is making bank as well. You're right, Alex. They're making money off this guy. You know, despite the fact that he is scum, he's making the money. And we know we've seen with Activision, companies love money.
Something about Jaden, so upon him messaging them about this new account, they actually did delete it. Unfortunately, this rare Roblox W lasted only a week, because Jaden's friend quickly appealed the ban, and the account in question was restored. Though his friend managed to overturn Roblox's decision with the pretense that he was the true owner of this account and had nothing to do with Jaden's antics, this was obviously a blatant lie. Jaden was still the true owner of the game, as evidenced in a YouTube video he posted 4 months later. Worse yet,
the same shit, like if you've got the tax man come after you, like trying to repossess your shit, you just like put your car in someone else's name. Like your expensive shit, you leave off at a friend's house. That sort of thing. It's literally what he's doing. He's passing the buck.
The same Discord server he had used to exploit girls before was still linked to the game. Roblox just couldn't stop dropping the ball on this case until finally, in December 2021, the decision was taken out of their hands altogether. Sega copyright strikes the game, and that marks the unceremonious end of Sonic Simulator.
It was Sega. Holy shit, after all this, it was Sega that came in and just was like, stop. Fucking stop. Sega W. It's a rare Sega W. My God. I mean, obviously, completely unintentional. We all know that they just did that because, oh shit, they're using Sonic. We don't want someone else using Sonic. But they actually stopped this whole pedophilic, like, minor, underage hiring. I mean, what would you even call this? Like, there's so many, like, illegal things going on in this one little project team. Oh my God, I have no clue, like, what to even, like, label this as. Oh, yeah, I think that's about right.
Although that was the end of the line for his game, it wouldn't be the end of Jaden's story, though it first appeared that way. No new developments on the situation took place until May 2022, when Jaden's online presence went quiet. He wasn't active on Discord, and any messages sent to his accounts went unanswered. Why was this? Well, Jaden Shedletsky had been arrested by the FBI, or should I say, Arnold Castillo. His fate was discovered courtesy of the local news. Arnold Castillo, 28, is charged with enticing.
He's 28. Fuck. I love Chunk Sonic. Yeah, I'm trying to find little glimpses of something fun in this video, and Buff Sonic and Buff Shadow was kind of dope. Love arrest. I mean, yeah, this is a W. He was 28 though. Fuck.
Enticement of a minor and interstate transportation of a minor to engage in criminal sexual activity. Castillo began communicating with the victim in February through social media by buying artwork she posted online. An investigation found Castillo at one point bought and sent several electronic devices worth thousands of dollars to the victim, including an artist glove for a drawing tablet, a smart tablet drawing stand, and a computer. Over several months,
Shit.
Castillo showered praise upon the minor, sent her gifts through an online retailer, and paid her money. He at one point wrote messages to the girl that read, "I love you," and "I made a vow to you that in sickness and in health I would always be with you." Then in May, the girl left her home for New Jersey. Authorities tracked the girl's location to Castillo's home.
He actually got her to leave? Holy shit. I mean, he's given these minors so much money and shit. Like, I'm not surprised. It's fucking mental.
Court papers say Castillo enticed the girl to travel from Indiana to New Jersey around May 3rd. He
Indiana to New Jersey, is that quite far? I don't know how big America is. Is that big? Is that? I'm assuming it's not like across the road, right? Fuck. I don't know if I can actually show this. There's stuff on here that I probably don't want seen. 682 miles, chat. What the fuck? Around the corner next to Spoons? I don't even want to do that. I don't want to walk 5 minutes, not like 600 plus miles. My God.
then paid an Uber $500 in advance to pick her up and to drive her across state lines, and then paid the driver an additional $500 once she arrived. If convicted, Castillo could serve life in prison. Apparently, in February 2022, he had found a new girl to prey on. After grooming her online for just a few months,
He just
again,
moved on
using
to the
that
next.
same Discord server that was linked to his game, he bribed an Uber driver $1,000 to transport her 700 miles across state lines to his house. The victim's mother contacted the police immediately upon noticing her daughter's absence, but had to...
As an Uber driver, wouldn't you find that sus? Like, oh, I'll pay you money on pickup and return. And it's just like an insane amount of money. I mean, it might not be an insane amount of money. That's a lot of traveling. So that might actually be the fare. But Uber driver requires prison too. I mean, I'm not sure. Because like a lot of like parents do that, don't they? They get like Uber drivers to pick up their kids from school and stuff. I mean, across state lines seems like that's a red flag. 200 quid for it, but or maybe it's not like the money then. I guess like the red flag surely is state lines. If it's like, oh, can you pick up this child from a different state? Yeah, someone needs to talk to this Uber driver.
wait a couple of days to get a meeting with them. When she was finally able to provide the authorities with the little info she had about Arnold, based on the purchases he had made for her daughter, they were able to trace him. However, even with the police involved, he kept lying. When they first called him, he gave them a fake name and lied about where he lived. When they tracked him down and arrested him at his apartment with the girl, he was still lying about his age, claiming he was only 22 years old, as if that would make...
Yeah. I mean, he's not about to say it, but as if that makes it better. Like, I swear I'm not 28. I'm 22. Dude, this guy...
make the situation
he got away with
better.
it for so
By
long.
the time the police caught up with him, the girl in question had been at his apartment for several days. His trial will take place in March, and let's just hope he finally faces the consequences for his actions that have been a long time coming at this point.
Yeah.
Often, when the topic of predators lurking...
Yeah, shall we check that? Like, this is a few months old, so maybe there's actually been, like, a verdict? What was the guy's name again? Okay, I wonder. I wrote Sheldon. I don't know why I wrote Sheldon. What was his name? We'll check later.
through servers and lobbies of online games to find their victims comes up, people have a tendency to act like this is something relegated to obscure corners of any given platform that would never fly in the mainstream, so on and so forth. Unfortunately, it's cases like Alex Neutron's that prove that belief to be terribly wrong. If you're a Roblox enthusiast, you've definitely heard of Meep City before, given it was the
App? Have we heard of Meep City? Know nothing about Roblox. Evident by this video. Do we know Meep City? They have Yeti igloos. No? Are you sure? What about botanical gardens? Jogging anyone's memory?
first game to ever hit 1 billion visits. Though that number has long been overshadowed, as Meep City now has over 14. Being the 4th most visited game in Roblox history, it's become synonymous with Roblox itself to an extent. However, due to the sheer amount of players in it, it's also rife with inappropriate content.
Of course.
Which is par for the course when it comes to Roblox games. The reason for its immense success was at least partly due to the reason that Meep City was modeled after extremely popular and successful games such as Club Penguin. The general purpose being just creating a neutral hangout environment that people can enjoy in whatever way they want to. The reason for this is that the creator of the game mode, Alex Neutron, used to play these games extensively and wanted to recreate it for the next generation through Roblox.
Is fair.
But
Wholesome.
whereas Club Penguin is notorious for how squeaky clean and moderated it aimed to be, Meep City was much more along the lines of the rest of Roblox game modes, meaning that it unabashedly hosted all kinds of filth without seeming to mind. On January 8th, 2022, YouTuber Chaseroonie would post a short sequence of tweets highlighting a part of Meep City whose logo was a Roblox character with exposed breasts. He commented, "Glad to see Meep City taking action against popular inappropriate parties in their game.
Look at the thumbs up. Holy shit. Like, this is a kid's game. What the fuck?
Targeting young children. Just kidding, this party has been up for like 3 days straight. I get bypassing and such is a Roblox issue, but this party has 300,000 likes. How is it still up? In the wake of these tweets, another Roblox-centric YouTuber, Laughability, made a video covering the not-so-hidden in plain sight degeneracy of Meep City. The video blew up, currently sitting at 1.5 million views. Many of the viewers were Roblox players themselves when they were younger, and were shocked to find out how corrupt the game modes had become since they'd stopped playing it. You'd be met with bypassed, naked avatars almost as soon as you got into Meep City. And on top of that, these avatars had been seen millions of times. Additionally, much like the previously mentioned condo games, the parties, such as the one from the picture, were a feature of Meep City.
What was happening in the top right? Top left.
Much like the previously mentioned condo games, the parties, such as the one from the...
What is happening here? Why is she so long? This is what you take away from this? The giant, like, bunny girl? With, like, one, like, clumpy foot? Like, I want to know what this is.
Picture were a feature of Meep City. The problem was that, often, they featured bypassed material for the purposes of online dating, to put it in monetizable terms. Besides naked avatars and other inappropriate character skins, parties included pieces of furniture to facilitate the LARPing of the online daters. Though you'll always get creeps who sexualize things from the game, it was rare to see this kind of debauchery happening as openly as...
Oh, you did the research? Did he get convicted? Potato's been a W mod right now. So he's really slow at typing. Look up. What? Look up a chat. Oh, okay. Only update: the defendant made his initial appearance in Indiana. That place was ordered to detain to custody of the United States Marshal pending trial. So he's still pending. Okay.
As it did on Meep City. As early as 2016, Alex Neutron knew of the activities of online daters and deliberately chose to let them keep doing what they did, effectively endorsing it by letting it happen on the game he, by all accounts, was the authority over. The incompetence of moderation was so extreme, many have speculated it to have been entirely intentional. For example,
what the fuck? Oh, okay, that's the tail. Oh, okay, it's the back and then the tail. Okay. I thought that was a big dick. I thought that was a huge dick, chat. Also, I don't know what these muscles are in his character. Why does he have a belly button on his back?
Intentional. For example, Alex was against
Not as
hiring
big as
moderators,
mine.
instead telling people to report any explicit content in parties to Roblox itself. The only problem is that there's no way to do that, as the content that needed to be reported was all custom content that would require an actual human moderator to do something about it. The nonchalant way Alex reacted when someone would bring up the very real prospect of children being exposed to sexual material on his game was incredibly disturbing to regular Meep City players who expected a more proactive approach from him. His tweets in response to people concerned with the kind of content hosted in the house parties was borderline derisive, saying things like, "It's Roblox's jurisdiction, I have no liability. Isn't it better that the disgusting people are in the parties and not in the rest of the game? Keeps them secluded. Moderation is not my job. I make games. Reports them and..."
Moderation is not my job. I make games. Yo. I know a lot of companies that want that fucking on a mantle in like the lobby of the studio. Holy shit.
And Roblox will take care of it. To make matters much worse, some effective moves to curb party activity, such as the removal of beds, were undone, which all but explicitly signaled Alex's support for them. When asked to enforce bans of people engaging in sexual activities in his game, he would shrug it off by claiming he didn't have an admin script. Now, if this was true, it's just common sense that, if you're the host of a game full of kids, you ought to get that admin script. However, it's certainly not true, as there were tweets from months prior to his claiming he had no admin scripts that referenced mods. This meant that he did have a mod team with the power necessary to prevent people from abusing the house parties, but purposely did not feel the need to do anything significant to stop them. Within a month of laughability.
This is mad. So they were doing like house parties, like these weird sex house parties in Roblox. I thought at some point I'd kind of get numb to all this shit, but it just gets worse.
Video and the following
Old
uproar
fucking
from other
Meep
Roblox
City.
YouTubers, Meep City was banned. It was only after this happened, while Meep City was under review by Roblox, that on February 16th, Alex decided to go all the way and remove parties. This lack of action until he was absolutely obliged was extremely suspicious. People began looking under Alex's hood, and what they found, though surprising, made
He was
total
a
sense.
furry.
A furry had made multiple tweets tagging Alex, implying that he had attended the Midwest Fur Fest, a furry convention. Not only that, but some of these tweets at Alex included a specific image of a blue Yoshi with a big furry belly. As if one fetish wasn't bad enough on its own.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, on
Dude's
his
double
accounts,
down.
Alex would also tweet out cryptic images of a blue Yoshi plush. In one particularly odd tweet, he asks someone how Yoshi's feet look. Now, all of this could be just circumstance.
This guy. Man, I wonder what Yoshi's feet looks like.
Evidence. That is, if it weren't for the fact that Alex and the aforementioned furry interacted on Twitter, and not just any kind of interaction, but Alex was rhetorically asking him what yiffing was. I wish I was kidding. The shtick of asking what yiffing was a bit of a pattern for Alex, as he did it to other people, including someone that Alex himself says is 13 years old. Maybe I'm a bit of a grumpy old man from ye olden days, but I don't think the word yiff is ever supposed to come out of your mouth when you're interacting with a kid. That drawing of the blue Yoshi can be traced back to the artist from whom it was commissioned. And in his tweet about it, he mentions that the drawing is for a user whose handle is @Zilly_Yoshi, which apparently was Alex's previous handle. The name Zilly is referenced in multiple tweets of Alex's, whenever he...
Ali, do you get some weird commission requests? Asking for a friend. Because this shit is weird. It's a little weird. Can we watch an Internet Historian video? I do love his videos, but they can sometimes be quite long, and we are playing Bramble after this. So, no. Maybe another day.
he's telling someone the username for an account of his on something other than Twitter, though now it seems to have been wiped and made public. At one point, there was a protected Twitter account under the name ZillyLB,
not a
whose profile
furry.
picture was an image of a gory-looking blue Yoshi, all fitting the pattern laid out so far. In another seemingly random interaction on Twitter, Alex would reply to a tweet from RTC Confessions that claimed he masturbated to blue Yoshis, saying nothing but shh. Many of these posts and interactions came from
Not
way
a
before
furry.
Alex was popular online for hosting Meep City, meaning there would be no motivation for someone to spend all this time framing him in this narrative. At one point, there was also an account on Fur Affinity under the name ZillyLB, but just like the private Twitter account, it's now long gone, along with whatever contents it once held, with his degeneracy all but directly admitted to.
Man, even like if he's into furry stuff, that's up to him, man. I don't care about him being into furry. I'm more concerned about the Roblox stuff. What's your thing?
The reason behind his unending lenience with the Meep City orgies has become crystal clear, due to his conveniently vanished online presence, and since he hasn't been active whatsoever since 2019, we probably won't ever get to see the full extent of his demented fetishes. But then again, that's probably for the best.
Wait, is that him? Is that actually him? Is this that Alex? Bro, it's given the tie a bad name. Me when I break off from the furry fandom because it's become such a hole. Is it bad? I assume you must get a lot of requests that you just say, nah, mate. Dude, this guy, he looks like what's been described so far.
Tsunami Sushi is a restaurant roleplay game mode in
my
Roblox,
God.
where filthy
Yeah, it doesn't end.
Gaijins such as yourselves can go to experience authentic Japanese cuisine. Not that your Western taste could even fully appreciate the depth of flavor. It was created in 2014, but had a good bit of success, with almost 3 million visits and over 400,000 group members. The premise is simple. You can hang out in the restaurant, and whether you're a menace to society that's needlessly making life hell for the wages that work there, or you want to behave yourself like a good little boy, it's all up to you. That, or you can try your hand at wage slavery yourself, and spit in people's food because you hate your life. That's really all there is to it. Now, what could possibly go wrong at a family-friendly sushi
I'm sure we'll
joint
find
such as
out.
this? It turns out that the president of this fine establishment, a user named Euphoros, was up to
Peter
some
Farr?
family-unfriendly activities in his spare time from running the restaurant, and it all came out in 2017. A few former high-ranking employees at Tsunami Sushi, as usual they were all minors, exposed Euphoros for his inappropriate interactions with minors. Apparently, he lured random girls, either from Tsunami Sushi or elsewhere, into games with custom animations, to do things that I can't show on YouTube. The employees shared screenshots of him engaging in these activities, where you can clearly tell it's his character. It's actually quite horrifying knowing that these are underage girls he's doing this to, and that there are other ones in the room being made to watch. Euphoros' behavior wasn't just limited to in-game actions, though, even as bad as those already were. There were many Tsunami Sushi staff members he tried to have or had relationships with, and messages he sent to them were also leaked. Some of these
You're right, Galactic. Oh, so I could find a clip.
1, 2, 3. Be appropriate.
Okay, I was hoping I wanted the Terry yelling like why, but this is just all of his best clips, which is a lot. He's a good lad. My God, BRB getting a Bible. Dude,
interactions were on
we need
Roblox
God.
itself, taking place a whole year before in 2016, raising questions about how long he had been doing this. The interaction begins with him messaging a girl, hello, and she responds, hello? He responds, how are you? We don't know how she responded to this, but his next message was, something in regards of an affair, if that's in your interest.
He didn't get a response. He just went straight into, you want an affair? What the fuck, man? What a formal pedo. Hello? Hello? How are you? What the fuck?
Heh. She replied, sure, and he said, then let's go. Without context, what happened here isn't entirely clear, but the sexual implication of the conversation is obvious, with Euphoros mentioning an affair, and saying heh afterwards, like he thinks of himself as an anime villain for being a creep. Like with almost every case of predatory behavior on Roblox, a lot of the inappropriate exchanges took place over Discord, where he went by the name David. On Discord, he sent the
Fucking
following
David.
repulsive messages to another underage girl. I can imagine seeing your face in pleasure and hearing you moan, smirk. That'll make me ready to shove my entire cock down your vulnerable little pussy.
Wow, he went a little bit less subtle. Holy shit. Formal to that, dude.
Yum. I'm not going to read any further than that. I don't mean to make light of a serious topic such as this, but the fact that his profile picture was a guy in a top hat gives off extremely neckbeard vibes. This is what a nice guy looks like, ladies and gentlemen. A real refined fellow. Many former employees, or ones that were currently employed at the time, had other things to say about Euphoros' predatory behavior, which went as far as asking for explicit photographs from minors, which would undoubtedly qualify as CP. And I can only hope his attempts didn't succeed. I didn't hear about him sending nudes, although Redacted said she told her the size of his penis, and sent her a picture of his boner while wearing boxers, and that he masturbated to her voice in VCs a lot. I also forgot to mention that David asked her to send a picture of her in a bra. I'm a previous medium rank of Tsunami Sushi. The presidents would always talk dirty in the VC and say he's horny, and then in games he constantly tried to have sex with other Roblox players, and he always flirts with the medium ranks, which are like 13, so ew. And he talks dirty, which is disgusting. It seems like the claims mainly pertain to him preying on 13-year-olds and minors around that age, but he was supposedly also going after 8 to 10-year-olds,
Get the
which,
shovel
if
tie.
true, would be the youngest victims out of anyone we've talked about in this video.
Yep.
As for his own age, it was thought he was at least 16, but it's kind of hard to get confirmation. It
I
seems
doubt
that
it.
was the
I bet
impression
he's
the
a lot
employees of
older.
Tsunami Sushi had. He's like, I don't know, older than 13, of course. He says he's in high school, but I don't know. His age is unverifiable because his true identity is unknown, and predators often lie about their age so as not to
16
scare
plus
off their
the rest,
victims
yeah.
or get themselves in trouble. Whatever his exact age, he most definitely knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
As for misconduct, among the other people in charge of the game, it was mostly limited to overlooking online dating. People who tried to report that kind of behavior were often ignored, or even banned for being disruptive. Although it's hard to say if this was unique to Tsunami Sushi. With children running the game on Roblox, children who don't fully understand the real threat that predators pose, it's probably commonplace for nobody to crack down on it. The former high ranks at Tsunami Sushi specifically took this information and evidence to the Roblox YouTuber Green Lego Cats 123, who quickly made a video about it, garnering hundreds of thousands of views. With so many eyes on his misconduct, Euphoros was demoted from his position as president. After that, his account was thankfully terminated by Roblox.
I was gonna say, just demoted? Like, you're now vice president. You need to cut that shit out. Now, again, forgot about the kids that were mods. Like, poor Sarah, you know, she's just gone to the office. She's doing her day job as moderating Roblox. She doesn't need sexual harassment on top of that. That's my Galactic. You caught a Pichu. Awesome. Love to see it.
In one of the few instances where the adults in the situation actually did their job. It's been 6 years since then, and hopefully this guy, whoever he is, hasn't found a new platform to talk to children on in the meantime.
Thank fuck.
Ultimately, there's no such thing as a safe space for kids online, and any
Jesus.
online game or social media platform marketing itself as that is blatantly lying for profit in the best case scenario. More often than not, the pedos aren't just going unnoticed by the staff, they are the staff, and they're saying that it's kid-friendly because, well, they're a specific kind of kid-friendly. If anything, people whose jobs revolve around interacting with children should be under suspicion twice as much. How many people have been outed online in the past few years? If you have a child or younger sibling, destroy their electronics with a hammer now. Or, alternatively, just monitor what they're doing. The Roblox revolution and its consequences have been a disaster for the Robloxian race. I've been Turkey Tom, thanks for watching, and until next time, leave me alone.
Bro, that was a good video. The subject matter wasn't too fun, of course, but that was a good video. Guys, he put a lot of work into that. If you want to go drop him a like. It's, yeah, holy shit. Outro music is banger, play it.
Just not that funny anymore.
You're right, that's pretty dope. Damn. You know, Roblox Creator is a degenerate when Tom has to make a two-parter. It's a two-parter? Oh, was this is the second, this was the second part? There's another one, chat. Fuck. I'm gonna add it to the list, but we're not gonna watch that for a bit. I'm gonna wash my eyes and cut my ears off. Yeah, we all need a palate cleanse. Never fails to amaze me just how pathetic some human beings can be. I'm in my mid-30s. There was very little outside of chat rooms or forums to interact with others when I was a teen. My parents are tech illiterate, but even still, my mum always says how glad she is she doesn't have doesn't have minor kids nowadays. Yeah, the fact that they were having jobs moderating Roblox, like getting paid actual money in some instances. It's weird. And like, what do you do as a parent when your like 12-year-old daughter gets a PC shipped to her? Like, surely at that point you're like, all right, Sarah, we need to have a chat. What the fuck? But I guess, yeah, it's kind of that era of your parents are, a lot of parents are tech illiterate and don't really understand what's going on half the time. But man, the fact that Roblox protected these predators is insane. Thankfully, police took action against these people. I mean, one server, like that Sonic team, was going for ages. It was only because Sega came in and said stop it that something happened. That's ridiculous. Even I didn't know there was another video. I helped develop Roblox games when I was a kid, and it's crazy to think how easy I could have been a victim. We definitely need more. There's so many of these kids, man. Sarah, you're being quiet. Are you doing child labor again? Jesus Christ. Man, the fact that Roblox as a company has not been investigated by the FBI or by any law enforcement is just insane. I mean, is there much they can do? I mean, Roblox isn't in control of, well, they could stop it, but they're not in control of what people do, really, to an extent. So I don't know if Roblox could get in serious trouble for it. But yeah, these people needed to be blocked sooner. It seems like it was only an issue to them, to Roblox, when the money stopped coming in, right? Or if they could get sued. Like, people complain about sexual harassment, Roblox just pulls it to a side. We're not going to deal with that. Big boy Sega comes in. It's like, you're using Sonic, you need to stop that shit. That's when they're like, whoa, all right, whoa, calm down. It's mad, chat, mad. Don't let your kids play this game. Big chungus, big chungus.